So yeah, basically this is what happens when the tampon is inside the vagina. So the water here is like a representation of the menstrual blood. So when this tampon comes in contact with the blood, it actually absorbs all that blood, and as you can see, it is expanding. So this is what happens inside the vagina. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Grace and I make videos relating to health and my general learning experiences. So please do well to subscribe to this channel to get more information about it. I know that there are some people who find it difficult using these tampons, and there are also some people who have never heard about this before. Like seriously, and there are also some people who have heard but they are afraid of using these tampons. So yeah, if you're someone who has the intention of using this video is going to be very helpful to you, because in this video I'm going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about tampons. So just stick till the end of this video. So well, these tampons are absorbent materials which is made up of cotton, rayon and polyester, and yeah, they actually use in place of the pads, the menstrual cups and all of that stuff that ladies use during their period. And you can actually use this while swimming, and doing other sorts of exercises. So these tampons now vary in degree of absorbency depending on the menstrual flow. So you can actually have the one with the light absorbency, the regular, the super plus and the ultra absorbency. But for the brand I use, which is the Tampax, it is more common in the regular, the super and the super plus absorbency, and this is depending on the menstrual flow. So for the regular or the light one, it is designed for people who have the light to medium flow, and the super one, it is designed for people who have from medium to heavy flow. And also the one with the super plus, it is designed for people who just generally have heavy flow. So you get to know which category that you fall in. But I would advise that if you're going for tampons, it's best to go for the pack that contains all varieties of absorbencies, because it's not every day throughout your period that you get to have heavy or light flow. So yeah, this is our tampon and this is the pack which it comes with. This is the waterproof it comes with, and when you open this, you actually find the main thing inside it. And yeah, opening this now, this is our tampon, but it has a cardboard applicator all over it. I'm actually just going to explain everything you're seeing here. And first of all, this is our cardboard applicator. So for some tampons, you can actually have ones with the plastic applicator. You can have ones without applicators. But for someone who has not used the tampon before, I wouldn't advise you to use a tampon without an applicator. It is best to go for ones with the applicator, and this is one of such. And yeah, this is what you're seeing here. This is the outer tube and this is the inner tube, and it also comes with a cord. So this cord is something that stays outside of the vagina. That is after you've inserted it. This one stays outside and it helps you. It is something that actually helps you to drag the tampon out. That is when you're ready to remove it. But yeah, just bear in mind that as a lady, you have 3 holes down there, which is the urethral hole, the vaginal opening and also the anal opening. So you're trying to target the vaginal hole. That is where the menstrual blood comes out from. So when you're inserting this, you try to hold this inner tube and push it upwards. So this is the main tampon that you're seeing here. This is the main thing you actually putting inside of the vagina, and not this cardboard applicator. This just helps you to push this stuff upwards, to go right into the vagina. So when you finally insert this, it's actually just going to stay there like you didn't put anything at all. And yeah, this is a pro tip for anyone who has not inserted this before. For you to properly insert this tampon and have it not inconvenience you in any type of way, you just have to put this tip first. That is the cardboard applicator tip. It has to go into your vagina first before you start dragging this stuff upwards, because if it doesn't enter into the vagina, you might have that when you finally bring out this cardboard applicator, this tampon, that is the main tampon, will still be sticking out at the end, and you don't want that because it's going to make you feel very uncomfortable, or you might even fall out. So basically, when this tampon is inserted, it is expected to stay for as long as 4 to 8 hours, not longer than 8 hours, because there is something called the toxic shock syndrome, TSS for short, and it is a bacterial infection that comes as a result of having tampon in there for so long. So you don't want to, risk dealing with, because this can actually be a life-threatening situation. So it is best to just remove it within 4 to 8 hours at most. 8 hours at most, for real. And it is also advisable to sleep with tampons on, because if you're someone who sleeps longer than 8 hours, you might actually be exposing yourself to the risk of this TSS. So yeah, unless you sleep shorter than 8 hours, then you don't have a problem leaving a tampon on while sleeping. So yeah, I would actually like to tell you certain things you just need to note about this tampon use. And the first thing is that these tampons, they are used only during your menstruation. Like, you don't get to use it any other time apart from that period. And also, like I said, like, this is me just emphasizing on this, you don't get to use this longer than 8 hours. So if you're someone who has heavy flow on a normal day, then you can go for panty liners and pads just to back it up. And yeah, when you're also inserting the tampon, please ensure you put every part of the tampon into the vagina. You're not supposed to be seeing it sticking out of the vagina by the time you're done inserting it. If you're seeing it outside of your vagina after inserting, then you just use your hand and stick it in properly. But bear in mind that before you insert a tampon, please, the first thing you need to do is to wash your hands, because you don't want to introduce new bacteria into the vagina. So yeah, just please wash your hands before you do all that. And yeah, trust me, if you're someone who has been afraid trying this out, like, there is really nothing to be afraid of. I know that using this for the first time, you might find it difficult inserting it, moving with it and all that, because it's not something you're used to. But with time, you actually get comfortable with it, and this requires practice, constant practice. And trust me, like, it is very, very, very comfortable. You don't even get to feel that you have something down there. So yeah, I would actually love to hear your tampon stories. If you've used this before, your experience, your first time experience using this. I'd also like to know, like, if you haven't used this before, I'd like to know what your fears are, what your concerns are, and if you have any questions regarding this tampon use, I would like to know them in the comment section. So please do well to leave all these answers in the comment section, and yeah, I'll be sure to check them out. So if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. You can share to anybody who you think might find this relevant. Subscribe to my channel for this type of content. And if you're somebody who always notices different kinds of vaginal discharge, ranging from one color to another, and you don't have any idea what that means, I actually have a detailed video explaining the different colors of vaginal discharge and what they can actually imply. So do well to check that video out after this video, and I'll see you guys over there. So yeah, bye.